So I just wanted to pop up on here real quick to talk about what we didn't discuss in the film about the travel situation where we were almost late for our flight. So we didn't know that if you're over 50 pounds and you're flying JetBlue and you're doing a check-in, you have to pay an additional $100 for that check-in bag. So we didn't have any other bag to put stuff in order for us to minimize the 8 pounds that we were over. So we had to pay that extra $100, which I didn't have no problem with because we had the money at the time. But if you know that you're not gonna have an extra $100, then I would try my best to have more than one check-in bag, or just do a carry-on. I think that's what we're gonna do from now on. Me personally, I feel like we need to do that from now on, is to do carry-on bags. So he has his own carry-on bag, I have my own carry-on bag, so that way we don't have to worry about an additional $100 if we're over the 50-pound limit. Okay, so yeah, I forgot to talk about when we were leaving, because we didn't film a lot when we were leaving Key West. So we went to go eat breakfast real quick because it was about 9:30 and we didn't have to check out until 11. So we didn't want to order room service, we just wanted to go ahead and get something from one of the restaurants in the area, walking distance. So we walked to one of the restaurants, had breakfast, it was great. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just starts pouring down rain. And we were pretty much stuck until about 10:30-ish because it rained that bad it started to flood. And they said that this is normal because they're in Key West. So that was fine. But we had to walk through puddles and puddles of water, and I had sandals on. So when we got back to the hotel room, Dee told me to, quickly wash my feet or whatnot, so that way I wouldn't start itching because of whatever was in the water. So I said, okay, fine, I'll do that. So I went and did my feet, and before I did that, I took my wedding ring off and my Apple Watch off, so that way I wouldn't mess them up. Quickly did that and then totally got sidetracked about us leaving. I thought we were staying, I guess, because I completely forgot to go and get it and put it back on once I was done washing my feet and lotioned them back up. Oh my gosh, 15 minutes into the drive, and Dee reminds me, he's just like, do you have everything? Do you have your wedding ring, your watch, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. As soon as he said that, I immediately looked at my hand, bare, no watch, no ring, and I'm just like, oh my god, we have to turn around and go back. And I don't know what happened, I just completely forgot. I think that we were staying another night, maybe because I wanted to stay another night, but we couldn't because we already paid for the flight, so we had to make it to this flight. Otherwise we would have to pay another, I think, $300 round trip, or one way. Maybe it'll be a little bit cheaper, I don't know. But yeah, we had to do that, turn around, went back. Luckily the front desk clerk was super duper sweet. Her name was Ashley, I think, and she went up to our room, got my ring, got my watch, and brought it back downstairs for me. So by the time we did get back to the hotel, she had it right at the front desk, and she was just awesome. The whole weekend she was awesome. But yeah, so that took another pretty much 15 minutes out of our trip. And then we stopped at TJ Maxx before officially getting on the road. And the reason why we did that was because we knew we were over. So what we did was we went to TJ Maxx, got a $20 bag, and put some clothes in there, and it worked out perfect because by the time we got to the hotel, back to the airport, we only had to pay $50 versus $100 per bag, or for that bag, because it's $25 for each check-in bag. So that's pretty much what we had to do. And from there, we were able to check in. But before we got to the airport, we were pretty much worried that we were literally really gonna miss our flight back to Jacksonville. We thought we were gonna miss our flight to Fort Lauderdale. No, we were over here literally shaking in our boots, thinking that we were gonna miss our flight back to Jacksonville. But we made it through check-in, we made it through TSA, and we were there like 10 minutes before they started allowing people on the flight, so that way they can board. Oh my gosh, that was the most stressful day I had, I think, ever, maybe. I don't know, but that day was pretty much the most stressful day ever. So that's why I said earlier, what we're going to do from now on, if we do decide to go back to Key West, we are just going to take a flight either to Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, or Miami, whichever one is the cheapest, and then connect from there to Key West, and then just stay somewhere down there for maybe 4 nights, and then on the 5th day we'll come back. But all in all, the trip was amazing. We had fun. We got the first year knocked out of the way. Looking forward to future years with him, and he feels the same way. The way we're going to set it up for our trips to celebrate our anniversary is odd years. So the first year we celebrated, next year we're going to do like a family trip, celebrating, you know, us as a family, and also our wedding. We're just going to do it all in that one trip. And then the next year we're going to go somewhere else. We don't know if we're going to do something towards up north area or somewhere on the west coast. We don't know yet, but for right now we're just trying to plan for next year. And like I said, it's going to be like a family trip situation, so we're just going to do something in regards to that. And then just after that, then it's going to be us again, and then that's what we plan on doing for the years to come. Even years we do family trips, odd years we'll do something for us and celebrate that way, and it should be good. Hopefully the devil doesn't come knocking on our door and try to ruin what we got going on. In regards to our trips, our family, we are good, we're happy, and there's nothing else really to say. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you subscribed. Hopefully we'll have more videos in the near future. I do have something real big coming up. Some of my family members already know, but not a lot of y'all know who have subscribed to my channel, so be on the lookout for that. And the kids are about to go back to school in about 4 weeks, I think, maybe. I'm not trying to rush it or anything, but yeah, they're about to go back to school soon, and we're just going to take it from there. So next year's next travel vlog, that is going to be a family trip, so we'll see where it goes, and then we'll go from there after that. So thank you. See y'all later. Alright, so I just wanted to come on here real quick because I forgot to go into detail as far as what really happened between the time that we went to TJ Maxx into the airport. So once we left TJ Maxx, we got on the road, everything was fine, and then all of a sudden we hit 2 traffic off and on throughout the entire rest of the way. And each time that we were looking at the GPS, we were noticing that the arrival time was getting closer and closer to the deadline of us reaching the airport in order for us to get to the, to get on the flight. So we ended up making it to the airport, but we ended up having a situation where the damn drivers, the shuttle drivers, were not communicating with one another. Eventually we ended up getting on the damn bus, got to the terminal, got to where check-in was. They told me to go ahead and go to TSA. He'll go and check in the bags. By the time I was done with TSA, he was in TSA line about to get checked in, and then I went to the gate. By the time we did all of this, we had 10 minutes to spare. Even though we had 10 minutes to spare, they still did not board the flight until about 6:15. They were supposed to board the flight at 5:55. Got on the flight. We were supposed to take off at 6:30. No, the plane did not take off until I think like 7:30 or 7:45. That day was just the worst travel day, besides the day that when we landed in Fort Lauderdale. I am just so happy that we got it over with. So if we do it again, like I said, we are doing flights to the destination. We're not stopping anywhere else. We're just gonna go straight there, so that way if we have to rent a car, then we'll just drop it off at the airport and then we can go. And we're not taking any check-in bags. We're doing the carry-on bags, so that way we don't have to worry about getting charged $25 for the check-in bag, and then on top of that, we don't have to worry about checking in a damn bag, waiting in that long ass line. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching the videos. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, so that way I can be YouTube famous too. All right, have a good one. Bye.